You want to keep things out of your yard? You'll typically build a fence or a wall or some sort of barrier. But the strange thing about relationships is you can't exactly build a wall around yourself when things aren't going the way that you want or need them to go. So today we're going to be talking about boundaries in relationships. Hi, I'm Kim Long, and I'm with Docha Psychological Services in Spruce Grove, Alberta. Okay, so in relationships, you can't literally build a wall around yourself. Well, I suppose you could, but that would be costly and probably difficult to maintain. So we need to be able to figure out a way to establish limits with others where they're honored. And the difficult thing about that is that unlike a wall or a fence, you can't actually control anybody else's behavior. So when we talk about setting limits or boundaries in psychology, we're talking about being able to communicate with people what your needs are and what you will do if those needs aren't being met. So for example, if somebody is calling you a name and you don't like it, you can't force them to stop calling you that name. They're in charge of their own behavior. But what you can do is say, I've asked you to stop calling me that name. If you do not stop calling me that name, I will leave. So you're setting the limit with what makes you uncomfortable, but you're taking accountability for your own behavior if that boundary or limit isn't honored in whatever way. So that's really what a boundary is when we talk about boundaries. And boundaries and limits are also flexible. There are times when you're going to be more okay with something than others, usually when you're rested or you aren't hungry. I don't know about anybody else, but I get hangry. So, I have to watch that. But whenever I'm in a vulnerable position, it's more important for me to be clear about my limits. And so in other videos, we're going to be talking about how to establish boundaries, how to know what your boundaries are, what to do with boundary crashers and all of that stuff. But for now, this was just to help define what a boundary is and whose responsibility it is to maintain those boundaries. So for now, thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video and would like to see more, please hit the subscribe button below, and otherwise, just take care of yourself until I see you next time. Bye for now.